guys the proof, the screenshots for proof because I'm playing. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, Wargaming tried to shut me up yesterday evening. I only read it this morning, but Wargaming tried to shut me up because I was a bit salty, or I was for once less than constructive about their game World of Tanks and the problems they are having at the moment. Oh, what the fuck? My game is... Oh. Did you see that, guys? So yeah, you have to know, you guys, I'm... Oh shit. What is going on here? Such lag, man.
Load faster!
So, you have to know, I'm not an official community contributor for World of Tanks, or whatever game from Wargaming for that matter.
Hold on, there's just a little more.
I'm just someone who does the same work as the ones who got the status community contributor. And yeah, the World of Tanks players know that the last few weeks there are a lot of troubles with the game, and Wargaming, the developers can't seem to manage to fix the bugs. They promise a lot of bug fixes. We are getting a lot of micro patches, but yeah, every micro patch doesn't solve anything and gives us even more bugs in the game. So it's actually a funny thing, but okay. They try to shut me up. Why? Well, with all the bugs and problems we have at the moment, Wargaming promised us a compensation, and that compensation is one female crew member and an order. So they promise us this already for 2 weeks now. You know. The last time they officially said about something about it, before today or yesterday, I mean, that was in the last week's Halloween streams. So there, Mr. Conway told us that it was not Mr. Conway, it was the guy they were interviewing. I don't know anymore who it was. I forgot his name. Wasn't it? Who was it? Nah, it doesn't matter. So then they said that during the Halloween stream that we would have the order the same week, still the same week as the stream, and the female crew member the week after. Okay. The same week we didn't get an order. The week after that's still this week, of course. We still didn't get a female crew member. After the whole shit yesterday, Phelan, the community manager, already posted some explanation on the official forum, but that he did after he tried to shut me up. So what happened? On the official forum, there were people complaining, of course, about the not getting the compensation, the female crew member and the order. Now, you have to know, guys, there is a Wargaming EU community contributor Discord server for Wargaming. I'm not a community contributor, but I'm also on that Discord server, as a wargaming friend, and apparently that is also a new status they invented. And so I am called a wargaming friend. Okay, no problem there. I'm very glad that they put me on that Discord server, because I have direct contact with, for instance, Phelan, Candley, Mr. Conway, but a lot of other wargaming employees, and of course the official community contributors. But I only have access to certain channels on that server. A lot is closed off for me and is only for the official contributors, but no problem there. You have to know, before that Discord server, I already had contact with Mr. Conway and Phelan, but through the Skype application. And one day Mr. Conway told me, I'm going to invite you on our Discord server because it's easier to have contact then instead of using Skype. I told him, okay, that's fine by me, whatever you want.
Get some.
So now that's the way I was introduced on that Discord server. I'm on that server now for several months, and it's indeed, I use Discord for a lot of things and a lot of different servers. So it's easy to have the possibility to stay on Discord in order to talk with Mr. Conway or Phelan. Most of the time it's Mr. Conway. We don't hear Phelan very much, except if it is to... Yeah, no, scrap that, never mind. So, I'm on that Discord server. 2 days ago, so we are talking about that the compensation, of course, and I'm trying to. Okay, we won. So the bugs in the game aren't fixed yet. We still have problems with the personal missions. We still have problems with the chat and with the contact list. We still have other problems. We still have problems with the sound. All of a sudden the sound just goes to the right side of your headset or your speakers. All little or huge bugs that are still not fixed. And people are getting frustrated, even me, but I always try to stay calm, you know. But you know, if you promise something, then you have to try to accomplish that promise. And they already promised us the compensation 2 weeks ago. We still didn't get it. During the live stream, the Halloween live streams, they promised us again when we should get the compensation. We still didn't get compensation. In the meanwhile, people are getting frustrated. Other people are claiming that they did get the compensation, but that can't be because there was no send out yet. And 2 days ago, Mr. Conway said on the Discord channel, the community contributors Discord channel, that there was a micro patch planned for the day after, so that was yesterday morning, and that the compensation will be given after the micro patch. So yesterday morning we had the micro patch. I started up my PC and the Wargaming Game Center was telling me that the game was updated. So I opened the game and went searching for my female crew member and my order, and I didn't find it. So I went to the forum and checked what other players had to say, and they all said the same. We didn't get anything. Okay. So there were people asking things, and I was telling him that the compensation was promised together with the update. And I quote what I said, my sources in Wargaming. Why did I say my sources in Wargaming? Because I didn't want to call names, because in the past I was already told by Mr. Conway not to quote them on things from which they didn't say specifically you can't quote us on it. So I just said my contacts in Wargaming. I'm on that Discord server, so for me, every Wargaming employee on that server and every community contributor on that server are my contacts in Wargaming. I don't think I'm wrong there. But, okay, I said that on the forum, so according to my contacts we would get the compensation together, or at least right after the micro patch, but we didn't. That was the first thing I said. Then I also said on the forum that I'm having a lot of lag here in the game, guys. So then I also said that the bugs still not fixed and all of that. That the last few weeks World of Tanks is like getting a big joke. So I did say that. But I guess Mr. Phelan doesn't like that I said that. Okay, so this morning I saw in my on Discord I had a private message of Mr. Phelan telling me that first of all, being a just a second, guys, because I'm really not concentrated here, and oh shit, and he drives right over. Oh, my mistake. That wasn't a smart thing to do. So this morning I got a private message of Phelan, the community manager of Wargaming, that having the status of being a Wargaming friend, that doesn't give me the right to claim that I have sources within Wargaming. Oh, come on. Really? God damn it, man. I didn't even realize that I was doing something wrong by saying my sources in Wargaming told that we should get the compensation right after the micro patch. No, so I can't say that they are sources in Wargaming. Okay, that was the first thing. So actually the first thing is that he told me having the status Wargaming friend. So being on that Discord as a Wargaming friend, that's all of a sudden a status, like the status community contributor. And when you have a status, you have to shut up. Or you can't be less constructive. You have to be I don't know, you always have to tell good things about the game and the company. So that was the first thing. Secondly, he spoke that I was not constructive on that forum thread regarding the problems for the moment, and that I was no, he didn't say that I was salty. He just said that I was I was being less constructive by saying that it was all getting a big joke. And yeah, basically he was trying to shut me up. I gave him an answer this morning, a real big one. I think I was still polite. So, just a second, guys. I will show you something. I will show you something. Just a second. So let us have here the that's the forum thread, you know. So that's the forum thread about personal mission update and compensation. Okay. So there's a lot going on. The bugs aren't fixed, and we didn't get compensation, etc., etc. So I think one of the first things I said was, here somebody said, so what exactly does the micro patch? It fixes the problems, and you can give the compensation later this week? Question mark. And I answered, nope, compensation comes with the update, according to my sources within Wargaming. Because I didn't want to say, Mr. Conway told us on the Discord server that we will have the compensation right after the micro patch. Alright. So, that is what I said, according to my sources within Wargaming. I don't know, but I think that Mr. Conway, Phelan, all the other community contributors are sources within Wargaming, aren't they? Okay. So, so somebody, Candly from Wargaming was saying, hi guys, support update, we'll have a micro patch for 0.9.20.1_4 coming tomorrow 8/11 between 5 and a quarter for 6. I answered there, where is the female crew member and the order? Update done, no crew member, no order. Then somebody said, it is bad that we have to go to an unrelated site to find out what Wargaming adds in a patch. Dude, it's even on the official support page of Wargaming. You don't need to go to non-official websites. So here I am, even standing behind Wargaming and defending them. Okay. So somebody was saying your fix didn't work, no order, no girl. And I said, yeah, bug fix, but after the update the contact list is broken again. So at least for me, it worked for a few days, and now it's broken again. All right. So where do I find the official support page? Later I answered and I gave the link to the official support page. So here I'm doing work for Wargaming, helping them out. Okay. Of course I'm also frustrated, just like a bunch of other players who didn't get the compensation yet and who have to play all days with those fucking bugs. Let me be honest, I don't play World of Tanks anymore the last couple of weeks because of those bugs and because of the shitty matchmaking at tier 8 and above. But that's another story. Okay. So somebody was saying that the contact list is already broken for more than 2 weeks. Okay, but for me it did work the last 2 weeks and now it's broken again. Then, yes. Here Phelan jumps in, and Phelan was saying, hey guys, as it was pointed out to me in another thread, thanks for that. Okay, it was just basically me telling on Discord that a lot of people were getting frustrated about the micro patch and not getting the compensation, etc., and all of the bugs still in the game. So, but okay. And then he says, we haven't given you any update on the ongoing issues for a while. That is true. Sorry about that. Our developers are working on the problems. But it is proving harder to solve than expected. If there is any more information to share about when you can expect a solution or about the compensation, we will let you guys know. Signed, Phelan. Okay. So somebody told me your sources within Wargaming suck, bro. Next time, don't believe anything you read on a blog. And there I answered, where did I say that I read it on a blog? If I say that I have my contacts within Wargaming, then I have my contacts. And I'm not lying because I'm on the Discord server. So, and that's not the same as a blog. And hell, you can't even know, and here I just plain say it, you can't even know that I'm at the same Discord server of all community contributors. Is this enough info, sir? So I quoted Phelan on this, and I said, I guess this is getting more like a joke with that little tongue behind it. Okay. So, and we go on. I have not received a reward. PS, but every day serves down at the evening. PSS, Phelan, thank you for the information. Okay. I say, according to Phelan, we didn't get anything, but my Wargaming Game Center told me else this morning. We had an update, you can see it here on the screenshot, but indeed still no compensation. While Wargaming said during the Halloween streams last week, we would get the order that week, so last week, and the female crew member this week. This is really getting a big joke. Look, I don't care about getting the female crew member an order today or tomorrow, but please Wargaming, stop promising things you can't accomplish. Don't you get it? Players are getting sick of all these excuses, so it's just better to promise nothing at all. Am I lying about this? I don't think so. Am I salty? Maybe a bit, yeah. You can say that the last few weeks it's already been one hell of a ride here on Wargaming World of Tanks. Again with the tongue. It's like the fair, and this all for free. And I think this is the answer that Phelan took me on, and I don't think that, okay, here he answered on all of this. While the micropatch fixed some of the personal mission issues, it didn't solve some of the other problems you guys have been experiencing. The devs are working on the solution and as fast as possible, and if someone wants to get this fixed even faster than you guys, it is them. We will update you as soon as we have more info to share. As far as the compensation is concerned, it doesn't make a lot of sense to send out the compensation while the actual problems are not entirely fixed. However, as soon as we manage to get that done, the minimum we are going to compensate you with is the previously promised female crew member and order. We are also considering increasing the compensation since you guys have to put up with this for longer than expected. Once again, we are sorry for the inconvenience this has caused. Signed, Phelan. You see, the times here are, yeah, those aren't the correct times for my location here, but Phelan wrote this after, oh no, that he did yesterday, okay. And here I had to laugh. I just published this laughing guys, because someone said, thanks for the update, nice to have such a dedicated support staff. I have an update too. My bank is working on a fix for the problem that my payment for extended my premium account on what does not seem to go through their system. Have a great day at all. I just found that very hilarious. Okay, but until then, I don't think I really said something wrong. It was just me being a bit salty but hell man, I'm not a community contributor. And even if I was, I would say that it is getting like a big joke. Okay, so what did I get from Phelan on Discord? This is what I get. Hey Angel Arrow, I saw some of your comments on the forums about the issue we have at the moment. Please remember that we have added you here as a Wargaming friend for easier communication. Before I communicated through Skype and it was the same, you know. This status doesn't give you the right to claim that you have any sources at Wargaming or that your responses are in any way official information. Oh, come on. Also, some of your responses on the forums are less than constructive. That is true, I was a bit salty, but I don't think I was overreacting and breaking the game down or something like that, but okay. Creating negativity won't help the situation in any way. That is true, that is true. I'm not going to apologize for what I said or what I wrote. And god damn it man, if being on the Discord server is a status, if being a friend of Wargaming is a status, then I don't care being on that Discord server, you know. I'm not going to shut up. That's for certain. I will always speak my mind, and we already saw community contributors leaving the program or getting kicked out of the program for same things as I did right now. And yeah, then they promised not to make the same mistakes and to do private messaging like Phelan is doing right now to me. It's just the same thing, but I'm not scared of anything, and hell, I did nothing wrong, come on. And being on the Discord server, once more, for me, he and Mr. Conway and all the employees there on that Discord server and the community contributors are sources within Wargaming, aren't they? So I'm not lying. Okay, and this is what I answered. Good day, Mr. Phelan. I'm very sorry to hear that you're thinking this way. I don't think I did something wrong by saying that sources within Wargaming said this and that. You and Mr. Conway are sources within Wargaming, no? Why should I have to get mysterious about it? And I was talking about sources instead of saying your names because Mr. Conway once said not to quote you guys without asking or without you guys giving permission for doing that. But what are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that the female crew member and the order were promised with the update that we got yesterday morning. Mr. Conway had said that on the Discord, channel. Furthermore, were those 2 compensations promised during the Halloween live streams, in which there was even given a time frame for that. So me being a bit salty and saying that it's like getting a joke is no lie at all. I'm already working for the games of Wargaming for more than 3 years now. I have a fan website and I wrote a lot on a daily basis for you guys. Every day a lot of work, starting in the morning and ending at late in the evening. You can ask a lot of people, damn you can even ask Marcella from Wargaming PR, who was my first contact years ago. I never asked for something. I always defended Wargaming in every decision they made. I always loved to do that work. I'm basically doing the same as what other community contributors do, but I don't have the status, and frankly, I don't care. With all due respect, you can do now whatever you want, but I'm no community contributor, you can shut up. I have my own mind and thoughts, and this is the first time in years that I think that what is happening right now is getting a joke. If I can't say that while I'm a friend of Wargaming, then so be it. What you do to me now is what the problem is in general when you make people community contributors. During the years I saw people with a good website or blog or whatever who always spoke their mind change 180 degrees when they became community contributor. All of a sudden they are sheeps of Wargaming. With all respect, but I'm not an employee of Wargaming and I'm no community contributor. I have my own thoughts and I will always speak my mind. So I'm still waiting now for an official response, but I do think that I will be kicked out of the Wargaming Discord server. And frankly, I don't fucking care. And I will speak my mind more often and more openly about the game from now on. You can quote me on that. Afterwards, Phelan was all of a sudden more interested in the forum thread. He answered a couple of times. He even made some jokes, and so can I say that with the whole shit on Discord and to me privately, that I woke him up and all of a sudden he is active in the forum thread? So yeah. So now you guys know what was going on, what is going on, and that he tried to shut me up just like they did in the past with other community contributors. And if those community contributors answered him in a, for him, wrong way, they got kicked out of the community contributor program. So I'm expecting that today I will be kicked out of the community contributor Discord server as being a Wargaming friend. I have respect for all of them. I do love the game. I still love the game. I hope the game will change again and get better again. But if you can't say that it sucks when it sucks, then it's just censorship, and I don't like censorship. Do you hear that, Mr. Phelan and everybody from Wargaming? I don't like censorship. So if you want, kick me out, and I will promise you that I will speak my mind more often. And guys, believe me, I follow everything what happens with Wargaming, the game, the community contributors, and I have to be very honest. World of Tanks was the only game, but really the only game I played for several years. But that is over. I lost my interest a bit because the last year the game is getting ruined by Wargaming itself, not by the players but by Wargaming itself. And losing my interest is maybe a big word, but yeah, it's already for several weeks now that I don't play randoms anymore. I just played the Halloween events right now, but not the 15 against 15. I only play against the very big Leviathan, and that's all I do. And even that I only played, let us say, 20 battles max, I think. For the rest I'm playing still a lot of World of Tank Blitz. I'm playing World of Tank Blitz way more often than before. But even that game, they are... Yeah, the game was better at the point.
Spot on.
Of course, it's still a good game. I love to play... shit. I love to play World of Tank Blitz. But if they are going, from now on, I'm really anxious to get an answer from Phelan, if I will get one, another one, and if I can stay on the Discord as a Wargaming friend or not. I will see later today. I will let you guys know, of course. Yeah. Mr. Phelan, you really took me in the ass right now, and I don't like that. Believe me, I don't like that, and I will speak my mind more often. You can know that, and I'm not going to say you will feel that, because such a game, such a play base, such a company. Who am I? But bad advertisement is bad advertisement. You know what I'm saying? And mouth to mouth, it goes pretty fast. And there are already a lot of people complaining, and you have, I think, one more that will complain openly more often. And that's while I always try to defend Wargaming in all of their decisions, good or bad ones. That is gone, my friend. That is over. When the company is making bad decisions, everybody will know it from me. It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't like to get taken in the ass. Not at all. Not at all. I was really surprised this morning that Phelan did that. Come on! It's like I'm a community contributor and I'm a sheep of Wargaming, and oh my goodness, man. Come on.
Faster.
So, of course that strengthens my thoughts I already had, the idea I already had in my head about the relationship between community contributors and Wargaming. The moment you become a community contributor, you basically have to shut the fuck up. You can't speak your mind anymore, because then you will get kicked out of the community contributor program. That is already proven before. And a good example of that is the Daily Bounce and Mr. Harkonnen. I have the utmost respect for Mr. Harkonnen, and I knew him before he was an official community contributor, and I knew his website or his blog. And then the guy was, the man was speaking his mind every time. So if there were bad things or better things happening in the company Wargaming, he just said it on his website. But from the moment the guy was an official community contributor, he doesn't say anything negative anymore about the company and about the game World of Tanks. So that already showed me in the past that being a community contributor and getting the official title, status of community contributor, then you are also official a Wargaming sheep, and you only have to say positive things about the company and the game. You can't discuss the negative things, you can't be salty anymore. And we already saw what happens with community contributors who do or who are being salty too much. They just get kicked out of the program. So Mr. Hakonen is now a really good example of what it is to get a community contributor status and what it does to you in person. But again, I'm not a community contributor. I have nothing to do with the company or with the game, and I certainly don't get paid by them, so I'm certainly not going to shut up. And oh my god, their forums are full of shit, man, full of salty things, full of people getting frustrated and telling their minds. Really, their forums are just some threads are just garbage threads, you know. And now me saying one thing, I get spoken to. Come on.
Affirmative.
But okay. Let's wait and see what happens further today. I have the feeling that, and certainly when they will see this stream or the video afterwards, that I will be kicked out as being an official Wargaming friend, whatever that means. So if you have even the slightest contact with one of the Wargaming employees, you have to freaking shut up. I didn't think so. I didn't think so, my friend. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So, now you guys, you all know what the relationship is or was between me and Wargaming.
Get some.
And then I still have my PR contact. And that's really a contact within Wargaming? For God's sakes. That's the beautiful and lovely lady Marcella from PR who contacted me 2 years ago about our website World of Tanks Info. And okay, enough of that. I think it's time for me to take a break, and afterwards we